Yo, what is going on, Cover One crew? Welcome back to the show. Hope everybody's good. I'm nice because we got training camp underway, full underway. I love it. I'm so excited. Football is back. And you know what? We're talking some fantasy football today. We're talking late round gems, because this is how you win and lose your fantasy football leagues, man. If you're not active on the waiver wire, or you don't take those, high risk, high potential shots late in your draft, I mean, what is the risk at the 14th, 15th round? There isn't a whole heck of a lot. If these guys don't pan out, you can drop them and pick somebody else up off the waiver. If they hit and you draft them late, you're going to be winning, and that's the whole purpose of fantasy football. Let's discuss the first one on my board. It's Jordan Love. There's some love for Love kicking around right now, and I'm getting on board with Jordan Love. I think that there is potential opportunity here. We know how the Green Bay Packers choose and love to, no pun intended, to, groom their quarterbacks. We saw it with, Brett Favre, then it was Aaron Rodgers, now it's Jordan Love. Love has sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 seasons already, so you gotta believe he's learned a thing or two at the quarterback position. Yes, he has only played in 10 games, very much limited action. Like I said, sat behind Aaron Rodgers for those 3 years, learning, gaining that tutelage, man. I understand there isn't a whole heck of a lot on the field and on tape and visuals to suggest that Jordan Love is the next coming of an Aaron Rodgers, and that's not what I'm saying. I just do believe in this team and what they have built around him so far. Yes, they are extremely youthful. I get that, but what the opportunity that he does have with Coach LaFleur, I think that there is good upside here, man. Jordan Love, okay, again, limited action, limited upside so far. He did up his the completion percentage by 8% points year over year. That is a good thing. Okay, we're looking for anything positive in progression. This is how you want to view this. But Jordan Love now being the starting quarterback of this very youthful offense in Green Bay, there is good opportunity for this man to do some. He is working through his accuracy issues, and I do believe even last year he did start to figure it out just a little bit more. Now in training camp, we are seeing days where he doesn't look, extremely sharp, but other days he's figuring stuff out. So it is improving. The accuracy, he's got to understand. They're going to manufacture ways to get his wide receivers the ball, especially speedy guys like a Christian Watson. You know that they're going to try to manufacture ways where it's a quick dump off, quick read, and then let your wide receivers do the damage down the field in terms of yak yardage, which is only good positives for Jordan Love's stat line in fantasy football, man. Green Bay's offense under LaFleur, okay, they average over the last 4 years since he has been the head coach of these Green Bay Packers in his tenure, 563.7 pass attempts have been the standard for him on average over the past 4 years. So there will be ample opportunity. We could see that scaled back just a little bit. You want to say maybe even the 520 mark, 500 mark, we'll see in pass attempts. It's not out of the question, which means they're going to try to go for more high-end efficiency rates rather than just, sheer end, peppering defenses with the passing attack, man. Growing pains will come. This is no question about that, but I mean, the upside in this offense is definitely here. They may start out the gates extremely fast. The first 2-3 weeks, we might see Jordan Love, do some damage, and everyone's going to say, wow, where did this come from? And then he might take a step back because the NFL defenses will have more film on him. Right now, there is no live game film that is, good enough to game plan against a Jordan Love. So at this point, I do believe opening the season will be very strong. And then, you might see a hiccup in the middle of the season and then see where Green Bay can pick it up after that. Jordan Love, it's a risk. All these players at the end of the rounds, end of your 14, 15 round, deeper leagues, 16, 17 rounds, 14-team leagues being the deeper leagues, there is an opportunity here, and I do not hate it with Jordan Love. Obviously, you got Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, the rookie Jaden Reed, Samori Toure. He did okay last year. You got the 2 rookies at tight end with Musgrave and Kraft. So it is a very inexperienced offense, very youthful, no kidding about that. So you will see chemistry and growing pains. There is no question in my mind. But as a quarterback, especially if they're playing from behind a lot, or if they do run the ball, try to control the clock, they're still going to have to challenge through the air, and they may be playing from behind quite a bit, which means Jordan Love will gain that experience trial by fire, and he could be an absolute gem late in the NFL or fantasy football drafts. Excuse me. Next one I got is my guy, Justin Ross, and I've been preaching up Ross like a madman. all the way coming out of the draft, okay? He is a first-round talent. Undrafted rookie free agent only because he fell in that draft because of the spinal fusion injury, knocked him out of the 2022 NFL draft. As soon as they cleared him medically to say, okay, he was going to sit out the 2022 year, but they cleared him and they said the rehab was going to be there. He should be fine for 2023. I was telling everybody, man, get on the Justin Ross bandwagon. You have a wide receiver who is 6'4", who has ability like a 5'11" speedy wide receiver, man. This is abnormal when it comes to how good he can be. Right now his ADP is wide receiver 114, man, overall 330. With the last pick in your drafts, you can likely snag him, but a lot of the, your league mates will likely see a lot of videos pumping up Justin Ross by the time we get to your fantasy drafts. Justin Ross is definitely one you got to, even if you're going to hedge it, go into round 13 and say, I'm going to take a swing and a chance because he could legit be the wide receiver one on this Kansas City Chiefs offense. There is no question. If he did not have that spinal, fusion injury, he would have went in the first round in that 2022 NFL draft without question, man. Showcasing his talents extremely early here in camp. He's making defensive backs look absolutely silly. The game is slowing down for him, and you can see it on film. Yes, it's in shorts. Yes, it's not in contact, schemed up action. Justin Ross needs these reps because he needs to grow that confidence. He's looking very sharp on the field right now. The competition in this wide receiver room will be a challenge. There are players that you're going to be, thinking are likely going to be ahead of a Justin Ross, Valdez-Scantling, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore. Now that Kadarius Toney did also go down with that injury, this is valuable reps that Justin Ross will get in his absence, and we will see it that much more. Yes, rookie Rashee Rice is also making plays on the field, but I do believe Justin Ross is a superior talent over someone like a Rashee Rice and should be able to beat him out of a, job when it comes to the competition in this wide receiver rooms, man. The Chiefs are looking for that next consistent playmaker since letting go of Tyreek Hill. They're doing this, revolving door of wide receivers, seeing what can work. And with a guy like Patrick Mahomes, he can make me look like a damn good wide receiver, but they're looking for that talent. And Justin Ross definitely could be this guy. He just got to stay healthy and continue to progress the way we're seeing. Kansas City, 614 targets in 2022. So there is plenty of ball to go around to these wide receivers. Kadarius Toney, we got to believe he's going to be nicked up again during the regular season. You got to believe it's not, he just can't stay healthy. Sky Moore's maturation has shown good promise as well, but you need the outside alpha wide receiver, and Justin Ross could be that guy, man. I'm telling you, 135 targets have been removed off this team with the removal of Juju and Hardman. They're both gone off this roster, so now you have the potential to at least install Justin Ross to be a 100-target wide receiver in this offense. You're hoping that it's going to happen and transpire because he is too damn good. I'm just hoping that everything goes well for him in this camp, and you could legit at this point, as we sit today, get him in the last round of your fantasy football drafts. Stash him on your bench and wait and see until everything comes to pass, man. Clemson statistically, 158 receptions, 2379 in yardage, and 20 touchdowns. This man was a baller. Injuries were the only sidestep that, derailed all that potential. So hopefully he can get back to the goods. And Justin Ross, I'm preaching him up big time, have been, and will continue until otherwise stated, man. Last one I got is Isaiah Spiller, late round gem, and everyone's going to say, what are you talking about? Isaiah Spiller didn't do nothing in his rookie year. Granted, and I understand, okay, but you got a new offensive coordinator who does like to run the football under offensive coordinator Kellen Moore in the Dallas Cowboys system. The average in rush attempts was 470.7 rush attempts in his 4 years on average. You know that they're going to be pushing the ball on the ground a little bit more. Chargers average only 413.0 rush attempts the last 2 years under Lombardi. So you got to believe a rushing, bump is definitely on the horizon, which means Isaiah Spiller could be that guy. He has had a solid career at Texas A&M going all the way back to his rookie season before when he came into the NFL. He did extremely well. He was at one point considered the top running back in the class, just wasn't given the fair shake this past season. Limited action as a rookie, only 6 games, 18 rush attempts. it's not a lot to showcase what you can do on the field, especially when you got a guy like an Austin Eckler. Completely understand that he's got to, find his role on this team, Isaiah Spiller, so hopefully he can find it here in training camp. He does have good receiving upside, solid in between the tackles. There is nothing this man cannot do. He is not a field burner. That is the biggest knock on his game, but Isaiah Spiller is this guy you're looking for in your backfield. Austin Eckler also on the final year of his contract. This is big news. The Chargers definitely going to try to expel every ounce out of an Austin Eckler that they can this season, because the way the running back, situation is in the NFL right now, they are not paying the running backs. So Austin Eckler, I'd be shocked unless he takes a hometown discount here with the Chargers. I just don't foresee him coming back. So Isaiah Spiller, the door is wide open right now, because the market, as we said today, they likely won't bring back Austin, and Spiller could gain that role, man. With money dished out to Herbert, again, another caveat that's going to say why they will not expand the contract for an Austin Eckler, which could mean they want to see what they got out of Isaiah Spiller in this backfield. Maybe more touches are coming. Hopefully they will. Spiller right now, I'm going to say I would rather have him still on the waiver wire, and he is your waiver wire priority watch list player. But late round gems, if you're willing to take a swing on him, especially in deeper leagues, I do not hate that whatsoever. You got Kelly and Roundtree. They do offer that bruiser type of compliment to Austin Eckler, whereas Isaiah Spiller is kind of similar molded in the Eckler, form, where I do even believe Spiller is a better, I don't want to say better, because Austin Eckler's a damn good pass catcher, but Isaiah Spiller is a phenomenal pass catcher, and he's going to make a lot of people, run for their money when he is in the open field. In the pass game, there is great upside for this man. Like I said, only 18 carries, 41 yards, 2.3 on the average, and everyone's already written off a Spiller. I think that's absolute bull duty, because you can't do it to my guy Isaiah Spiller. But like I'm saying, man, there's 3 late-round gems that we could potentially grab. Yes, they could be available on the waiver wire, but if you're willing to, utilize your last pick in your fantasy draft on a potential high-upside late-round gem, these are the types of guys I'm looking for, and they could pay dividends later on. If any injury happens in the Chargers' backfield to an Austin Eckler, you got to believe, man, Spiller's got to get his opportunity at some point under Kellen Moore, who should make this offense that much more, credible and exciting, and more balanced in that respect. Also, I gotta love it, man. Justin Ross, man, screaming up my board. He will absolutely, when it comes to the end of August, when everybody's doing their final drafts. You gotta love all this. But nevertheless, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, jump in those comments, give me your thoughts. What do y'all think about these late round gems? You in on any of these guys? You out? You wait and see? Throw it in the comments. We can definitely talk it out, but we'll see you next time. I am out.